Hi, welcome to today's class. Today it's all about hips. So lots of nice hip openers, hip stretching, and you'll find your yoga strap very helpful. And either yoga blocks like this. If you don't have yoga blocks, maybe a couple of thick books, paperback, hardback, doesn't really matter, that you can use to lean on because it's going to help you to get deeper in the pose and make it that little bit more comfortable. So enjoy the class. So you can turn it into a loop, yeah? And then bring it around. So you've got the loop and you're having one side of it in front of your shins and the other side by your thighs. And then you bring the soles of the feet together and your thighs drop out supported by the strap. If you haven't got the strap, you can either prop yoga blocks under your thighs and see how that goes. So coming to lying on your mat, and if you've got your strap with the double D rings, so you can tighten or loosen it, once you come down to your comfortable Subdha Baddha Konasana, you can then adjust the strap tighter or loosen it. And the strap's going to support the weight of your legs. So give your hips just a little waggle from side to side, loosening the hips. And then see if you can pull the feet in a bit closer towards you. You can pull on the strap, it will bring your feet in. And if they're coming in closer, you'll need to tighten the strap. Adjust your shoulders, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. Gently tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Focusing on our Ujjayi breath. So you're aiming to constrict the back of the throat on the exhale, creating a sound that's a bit like Marge Simpson when she's angry with Homer. So deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, constrict the back of the throat. Kind of an ocean-y kind of sound. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Relax those shoulders. Deep inhale. Hold the breath for a moment. Let go of the thighs. Just let them sink down. And then exhale through the mouth. On your next inhale, start to lift your arms. Fingertips coming up to the ceiling. Again, reset your shoulders underneath you. Tuck them in. Hands shoulder width. On your next inhale, lift the left arm, lift the left shoulder, and then slowly release it down. Inhale, right arm and shoulder lift, and release them down. And then slowly bring the arms out to the side and palms facing up, just lying in a T shape. Inhale, start to slide your arms long overhead. Reach the arms away from you. Draw belly button up and in as you start to lift the arms, fingertips coming back to the ceiling. Lift just the right arm and right shoulder. Reach up to the ceiling and release. Left shoulder and arm, really reach up high and release. Now slowly lower the arms behind you, palms facing upwards. And then start to slide them out to the side, coming to your T shape. Bring your hands down either side of the thighs and gently bring the knees together. Pop the strap to one side. We'll need it again in a moment. And reset your spine. You can lift the hips and give them a waggle, and then just tuck your shoulder blades back in underneath you. Beautiful. Bring the left knee into the chest. Take hold of the shin. Squeeze the knee into your chest. On your next inhale, lift head and shoulders. Tap your knee to nose, nose to knee. And then release the head and shoulders. Get your strap again, put it round the ball of the foot, and extend that leg as straight as you can get it. So your arms are long, but shoulders are on the floor. So hands are quite close to the strap. Pull gently on the strap so the toes are coming down. Push the heel away. Pausing here. Straighten that leg a little bit more. Squeeze the kneecaps, squeeze the front of the thigh. Beautiful. And then bend elbows out to the side and pull the knee into chest. And then release it straight again. So inhale, pull the knee tightly to the chest. And exhale, extending long. Inhale, knee to chest. And exhale, extending long. Put both straps into your left hand. Right hand comes to opposite hip. And loosen your grip on the strap because you're going to have to lengthen the strap as you slowly lower the left leg out to the left. And stop the minute your right hip starts to lift. Keep both hips firmly on the mat. Push the heel away. Pull the toes towards you. And then relax the tops of the shoulders. Relax your face. And just let that leg maybe come a bit deeper into the stretch. Letting the leg sink down with gravity, but don't let the right hip pop up. Breathing here. And if you want to, you can gently pull on the strap to bring the foot up higher so it's more in line with your shoulder, but only if there's no pain. Any pain, stop. Yoga should never hurt. And then micro bend the knee, bring it up to the center. Slide the right leg long away from you. Put the straps in your right hand, left arm comes out to your T shape. And then drop the left leg across your body, over to the right, coming as far as it will go. Your hip will lift. And you can take this as deep as you want, but make sure the left shoulder stays on the mat. And again, same as last time, if you gently pull on the strap, you're going to bring your foot up closer to shoulder height. And try and relax the hips. Keep gently pulling on the strap, deepening the twist, deepening that hamstring stretch. And your lower back too. And then on your next inhale, micro bend the knee, bring it up to the ceiling, bend the knee into the chest, squeeze it in again, lift head and shoulders, tap nose to knee, release and bring the left foot to the mat, right foot into the strap. So setting up again, you can keep the left knee bent or you can extend it long, see how it feels on your back. So arms are really straight, shoulders are down on the mat. Heel is pushing away, toes are being pulled down towards you. Pausing here for a moment, just letting the backs of the legs stretch out. If you want to, again, you can pull the foot further over towards being above your face, but it's not necessary. The most important thing is having your leg quite straight so you get the stretch down the hamstrings and the calves. Pausing here. On your next inhale, bring the elbows wide, bend the knee, pull it into the chest. As you exhale, straighten, lengthen the arms. Inhale, knee to chest, really pull it in tightly. And exhale, length. Inhale, squeeze that knee in. And exhale, release. And pop both straps into the right hand. Left hand to left hip. Push that left hip down. Flex that right foot, firmly flex. As you slower it down, you'll need to release the grip on the strap to let your leg come down as far as it goes. And then pause here for a moment. Both shoulders, both hips on the mat. If you want to deepen it, just gently pull on the strap. That right foot's going to come up closer to your shoulder. Breathing here. And micro bend the knee. Bring that foot back up to the ceiling. Strap goes in the left hand. Right arm extends out to the side. Bring the leg across your body. Keep going across. Your right hip will lift. And then maybe turning your head to your outstretched right arm. Let that leg sink down. Feel that lovely twist down your right rib cage, into the waist, into the hips. And then maybe pulling on the strap a little bit seeing if you can bring that foot higher up to shoulder height. But that's quite strong on your hamstrings, so do be careful. Breathing here. And then micro bend the knee, bringing it back up. Pull the knee into the chest, squeeze the knee into the chest. Lift head and shoulders, nose to knee, knee to nose. And release head and shoulders down and pop the strap over to one side. Bring both knees into your chest. Left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee. Inhale, pull them into the chest and out to the sides. Exhale, push them away and back together. Inhaling in and out to the side. Exhaling away and together. Inhale, squeezing them in and then wide. And exhale back together. One more time. Into the chest, out to the sides and together. Pause, change direction. So knees are going out to the side, pulling into the chest and then pushing them away. Inhaling wide and into the chest and exhale, push them away. 3 more really deep circles. And you're trying to keep your shoulder blades on the mat the whole time so they're not lifting. Moving slowly, working the knees into the hip joint. And I think one more for good luck. And then bring the knees in. Wrap your arms around your shins. Squeeze in the knees. Peel head and shoulders off the mat. Nose to knees, knees to nose. Then release head and shoulders. Hands behind the thighs. Rocking and rolling up and down your spine. Coming up to sit. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hands on the ankles and pull those feet in as tightly to you as possible. If you find that you're a little bit like this, a little bit kind of slouchy here, you can grab your yoga block or a cushion and just bring yourself up on your block or a cushion to lengthen the spine. See how it feels. Maybe it'll help, maybe not. Whichever option you're taking, bring hands onto the knees. Push into the sits bones, lengthen, shoulders up, back, and down. Now lengthen the neck, like someone's lifting your head, extending those 7 vertebrae of your neck. Shoulders pulling down, Uddiyana Bandha pulling up and in. Beautiful. And then we're going to do the same thing, but from seated pose, rotating over the hips, circling 3 times one way, and then changing direction 3 times the other way. Nice. Moving slowly. And then coming to your still pose. Take hold of your top foot in your cross-legged pose, move it down and swap your legs over. So the other foot's going to come on top now. I'm slightly unbalanced here. My body doesn't like it this way particularly, but just kind of bear with me for now. Bring your arms out to the side, reach them really long, feel your triceps engaging, fingertips to the mat. Pull belly button up and in, pull shoulders away from ears. Keep pulling the shoulders down as your arms come to shoulder height. Rotate the palms so the palms are facing upwards. Keep the shoulders down as your hands start to lift, coming to shoulder width, and then folding one way, looking under the arm. Back to center and the other way. Back to center. Turn your palms so they're facing outwards, like you're pressing a heavy weight, forcing that heavy weight down to the mat, and then fingers facing forwards, lean back into your hands. And come quite far back and just look up to the ceiling. If you want to take it that bit further, lifting the hips, coming to your knees, and letting your head drop behind you. Get those hips lifted here. And then slowly, slowly releasing your bottom down and bringing your hands in front of you. Just start to creep them forwards and pause. Pull yourself on the mat, lengthen to the spine. Creep them forwards a tiny bit more and pause. A little rock from side to side, perhaps, from the waist. And then see if you can creep the fingers just that tiny bit further. And then release your head, chin to chest. Relax the tops of the shoulders. Breathing here. I'm feeling it in my left hip and glute. You might be feeling it somewhere in your body, but just breathe through it for now. You're not going to hurt yourself because you're not moving. Deep breaths in and long, slow exhales. And then lift your head, look towards your hands, walk your hands back towards you, bring those fingertips either side. And again, either leaning back, arching your back, or lifting the hips, coming up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release your bottom to the mat. Uncross your legs and bring them to a nice wide straddle. Might feel a little bit ouchy. We've been cross-legged for a while. Just give them a little bash on the floor. Just ease out any tension. And then take hold of your inner thighs and see if you can bring them a tiny bit wider. Beautiful. Bring your hands either side of you, fingers facing away from you. Push into the hands to get length into your spine. Pull the toes towards you, flex those feet. And see if you can keep the length in your spine, lengthen the legs, feet flexed as you release. Arms up overhead, interlace fingers, push the palms away. Push them further, lengthen the arms, biceps by ears. And then a little fold one way. And back to center. And the other way. And back to center. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Start to creep your fingers down your legs. Pause. Length into the spine again. Shoulders away from ears. Can you take them to your ankles? Pause. Length into the spine. Can you take them to take hold of your toes? And again, push into your sits bones. Length into the spine. Shoulders away from ears. And just stay here for a moment. And if you want to take it deeper, you can pull on your toes and see if you can bring your torso lower to the floor, to the mat. Keep the spine long. Keep pulling shoulders away from ears. Breathing here. Keep the legs straight. Pull tighter on the toes. Really engage all your leg muscles here. Don't hold your breath. Keep the breath flowing. And then slowly start to walk your hands back up your legs, bringing yourself upright, holding outside your thighs, bring the legs together. Give them one last little bash on the floor. And then either crossing at the ankles and rolling over your knees or bringing the legs to the side. Just coming straight to our tabletop, just for a few rounds of cat-cow, just to release the lower back. So spread your fingers really wide. Push hard into your hands and then turn your elbow creases, the eye of your elbows, the inner crease forward towards your hands, and try and keep that rotation of the arms. Lower your belly, lift your tailbone, and you're looking down and a little bit in front of you on your mat as your belly sinks and your tailbone lifts. Pushing into hands and knees, pull belly button towards spine, arching up to your cat, chin to chest. Slowly releasing down, keep the pressure on the hands and the knees. Tilt that tailbone back and exhale, curling up into your cat. Releasing to your cow and pushing hard up to your cat. Pause here for a moment. Pull that belly button in tighter. Keep your hands where they are and just start to slide your bottom to your heels. Lower the forearms, lower the forehead. Take a moment, breathing here in child pose. You can clench your fingers into a fist and then spread them wide. Give your wrists a little waggle if that feels good. Rotate the wrists. Whatever's going to make you feel more comfortable. Relax the tops of the shoulders, breathing here. And then lifting your head, Reach your hands long away from you, arms fully extended. Tuck your toes, and we're coming up to downward dog, and pedal it out. Push one heel to the mat and pause. And then the other leg, push the heel, bend the opposite knee. Walking it out a few times on each side. Easing out the hamstrings, the calves. And then coming to your down dog. Check your hands. Are they shoulder width? Push into every knuckle pad, every part of your fingers, every part of your palm as you push your chest to your thighs. Hips are lifting, heels are lowering. Give your head a nod, a little shake, releasing here. Deep, slow, even breaths. Keep pushing your chest closer to the thighs. Arms are fully engaged. And then bend the knees, look forwards, walking up to the top of your mat, big toes touch, heels are roughly a clenched fist width apart as you fold over your legs. Bend your knees, bring your belly and chest down to your thighs. Give your head a little nod, a little shake. Keep chin tucked to chest as we slowly start to roll up. Arms dangling. Tuck that chin to your chest as your legs straighten. As your spine straightens, arms reaching out, reaching up and to heart center. Nice. Let's set up at the top of the mat and do a quick body scan. Make sure we're ready to start flowing. So big toes together, heels apart. Lift your toes, spread them wide, and then place them down. Shift your weight a little bit forwards to the ball of the feet, and then a little bit backwards, more onto your heel. And then just find that sweet spot where you're really grounded on the whole area of your feet. Push down into the feet, lift the kneecaps, the fronts of the thighs, pulling up. From your lower back, down between your butt cheeks, underneath you, belly button pulling up and in. Arms reaching down towards the knees. Neck is long. Like that string is on top of your head, lifting you up, helping you to grow. Another few millimeters. Can you grow your spine? And then keeping your belly button pulling up and in, slowly bring the arms out. Pull the shoulders down as the hands lift, looking up as palms meet. Turning the palms and slowly swan dive. Hands either side of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back to your plank. Lower the knees. Shift weight forwards. Hug your chest with your biceps as you lower. Inhaling via cobra to your knees, tuck toes. And we're in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, step or move, holding behind the heel, the foot between your hands. Nice. Step the left foot forward, big toes touch, heels apart, deep fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. Lifting up, looking up as shoulders pull down, and then hands to heart center. Inhale, arms out and up. Maybe a back bend, and exhale, swan dive to your mat. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, the right foot back to your plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Sliding to your baby cobra, and pause here for a moment. Can you lift your hands and support the back bend? And then hands to the mat, tuck toes, push to your knees, and we're in downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, step it forward, bring the right foot to meet it in your forward fold. On your inhale, reverse that swan dive. And as the arms lift, shoulders pulling down, belly button pulling up and in, as hands come to heart center. Take a moment, take a couple of breaths here. Ground your feet, lift those kneecaps, fronts of the thighs, little pelvic tilt, shoulders down. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, swan dive to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, lower the right knee, flatten the right foot. Now, you can do this with your yoga blocks or equal size books. Just have them on the lowest setting. It might help you just to be a little bit more upright, or on the middle setting. See how it feels. And walk yourself forward, deep stretch down the front of the right thigh. And then you can walk yourself backwards. Use the blocks if you like. Really flex that foot. Inhale, forwards to a deep lunge. And exhale, back, maybe sitting down. And one more time. Inhale, coming forwards. Stretch out the front of the thigh. And exhale, coming back. Coming back forwards, just leave the blocks either side of you. Hands either side of the left foot. Tuck right toes, stepping to your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Give those legs a pedal. And then right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, step or move it between your hands and lower the left knee, flatten the left foot. Take your blocks either side. So first sink forwards, really stretch out the front of the left thigh, the left hip. And then slowly take it backwards, sitting back. Pull the toes towards you. Inhale, coming forwards. And exhale, coming back. Inhale, forwards, sink really deep. And exhale, back, flex that foot. And then just coming up to the front of the mat, hands either side of the foot. Tuck your toes, step forward, toes touch, heels apart. Deep fold. Reverse your swan dive on the in-breath and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling wide, looking up, maybe a back bend, and exhale. Swan dive to your mat. Halfway lift and exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, lower the left knee, flatten the left foot. I'm going to come around this way so you can see me better. Bring your right arm to the inner foot and walk that right foot out. So your right shoulder is by the inner right knee. So now slide that left leg away from you. So you're coming into a deep, deep lunge here. You can stay here. If you want to take it deeper, let that right knee drop out, coming to the outer edge of the foot. You can stay here. You can bring your forearms to the mat and stay here. The final pose is to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then maybe have a little hip rotation here. Easing out, deepening the stretch. Keep the breath moving, pausing, choosing whichever option feels good for you. And then bringing your hands shoulder width. Lift the left knee, step back, take your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Right foot stays down, left leg lifts up high. Looking forward, step that foot or move it between your hands. Lower the right knee. Come around a little bit more. So the right knee is lowered and you're sinking into a lunge. Bring your left arm on the inside of your left foot and just walk the left foot out a tiny bit so your hands are still shoulder width. You can stay here. You can flatten the foot and slide that right leg back a little bit. See how that feels. You can rock the left foot onto the outer edge so the knee drops out to the side and stay here. You can bring your forearms to the mat. See how that feels. Or you can tuck your right toes and draw little circles. Deepening the stretch in the hips here. See what's going to feel nice for you today. Breathing here, easing into it. And then slowly bringing hands under shoulders. Tuck the right toes. Walk your left hand outside the left foot. Lift the knee and stepping forwards to a fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Right, now we're going to come down and we're going to take it into a deeper stretch. So just stop if it hurts at all. It shouldn't hurt. You should feel a nice deep stretch. So reset yourself, toes, big toes touching, lift the toes, separate them really wide, place them down. Inhale, arms out and up, and exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, lower the knee. I'm going to come around at an angle here. So I suggest if you've got bricks, have them on the very highest setting, because the goal is to keep your torso up as upright as you can be. So first, just walk them back, lift the toes, and then walk them forwards and see how deep into your lunge you can go. And the goal is to have your blocks either side, to push on the top of them to get the length in the spine. So your spine is quite upright and you can stay here. This is a really good stretch. If you do want to take it deeper, you'll need to walk the blocks back a little bit. So they're roughly halfway between your knee and the front heel, roughly. And then you're going to lift your front toes. And then you're going to start to slide them away. You'll need to move the blocks with you as you slide. And then come to a quite deep stretch and then pause. And then pushing into the blocks, see if you can get your body, your torso a little bit more upright. That's really nice, everyone. And just pause here for a moment. And then maybe you can slide the back leg back a little bit and pause. And maybe you can bring the front foot forwards a little bit more and pause, but keeping that nice upright spine. We're going to stay here for about 10 seconds. So just let gravity and your muscles relaxing, releasing here do their job. Nice. To come out a bit, start to bring the front heel in. Put the blocks to one side, bring your hands down and pop your left butt cheek on the mat. Swing that right leg out and bring the left foot in to your top of your thigh. And then turn your torso so you're facing your outstretched leg. I think everyone here can reach their toes. If you think you can't reach your toes, pop the strap around your foot. I think most of you are pretty okay with this. So push down into your sits bones, length into the spine, arms reaching out, reaching up, shoulder width apart. So imagine I've got hold of your wrists and I'm pulling you up and you're pulling your shoulders down as I pull your hands up. Keep that length in your spine as you start to fold over that right thigh, reaching shin, ankle, using the strap or taking hold of feet. Wherever you're at, pull yourself long. So really pull against the strap or the foot. And then slowly start to drape yourself over that thigh, nose coming down to knee. And we're going to stay here for about 10 seconds as well to really let you go deep into the stretch. Relax the shoulders. And then lifting your head, walk hands back up your legs. Beautiful. Bring your, I'm trying to work out which way we're going to go. Left hand behind you. Sweeping your right arm in front, coming up onto the left knee. Reach your arm back, arch your chest and hips up to the ceiling. Let yourself just really push your hips up, really push your chest up. And exhale, sweep the arm around as you come down. Nice. What we do on one side, we do on the other. So have your blocks either side of the mat again. We're coming to the other leg. Hands shoulder width and just step back into a downward facing dog, giving your legs a pedal. Push your chest to your thighs. And then, I can't remember which leg I did last time. Right leg lifting up high, looking forward, step it between your hands and lower the knee. So make sure you're doing the other side that you didn't do last time. So again, bricks on the highest setting. And slide your back knee away from you a little bit. And then pause. I need to go on the mat. It hurts. And then let yourself just sink down. Let your center of gravity sink. So you're really coming into a deep, deep lunge. And then if you want to, you can take it back a little bit, lift the toes, and you can stay with this, just sinking down forwards and coming back. It's really good for us to do this. If you want to take it further, make sure your blocks are able to support you, so you've got them under your shoulders. Lift the toes and slide that leg away. And then pause. You might want to slide the leg forwards a little bit. You might want to slide your left leg back a little bit, but try not to have your elbows bent. Try and keep the arms straight. So push onto the blocks, lengthening into the spine, shoulders away from ears as you sink down. Just breathing here for about 10 seconds. Let yourself sink as low as your body will let you go. Nice. And then to come out of it, bend the knee, pop the blocks to one side, right butt cheek to the mat, and left foot comes in to the inner thigh. Or the other side, the one you did last time. Grounding down, inhaling up, looking up, and exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, length into the spine, and then draping yourself over that knee. I've realized I've done the wrong leg. Make sure you're doing the opposite side, and then release your nose to knee, knee to nose. Breathing here. Relax the tops of your shoulders. See if you can find a bit more length. Bringing nose closer to knee. And then slowly walk yourself upright. Right hand out to the side, left arm lifting up, lifting hips and chest to the ceiling. Arching up, breathing here. And then bringing the arm down in front of you, releasing yourself down. Bring the soles of both feet together. Take hold of the ankles. See if you can pull them in a little bit towards you. Interlace fingers underneath your feet. And let's give ourselves a nice little butterfly wing stretch. This should feel good after working our hips so hard. Breathing here. And then release. Take hold of your toes, middle finger, index finger, and thumbs. Okay. Release one leg out to the side, push the heel away. And then bring it back in. Other leg. And pull the toe towards you as you push the heel away. And then bringing it back in. You can stay with one leg at a time, or you can lift up and extend both legs wide, coming to a wide leg straddle. Try and straighten the knees, pull on the toes, pull the shoulders down, pull belly button up and in. Super strong core in this one. Nice. Balancing for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't let go of the toes. Bringing the legs together. Release for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the knees in. Don't put the feet down. Balancing just on your sits bones. Hug the knees in as tightly as you can, and then lower forehead to knees. Breathing here in our little cosmic egg. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And then lifting your head, release your feet to the mat. Make sure you're about halfway down your mat as arms reach long. C-shape the lower back. Slowly, slowly with control, lowering yourself down to the mat and bring those knees in. Give them a hug. A little rock from side to side. You've all worked really hard. The best bit of the class coming up, final relaxation. Before we get there though, keep your knees where they are. Release your arms to a T-shape, palms facing up. Let the knees come to one side. Knees and feet are stacked. Turn your head the other way. Relax those shoulders down. Close your eyes. You don't need them for the next few minutes. Just let yourself sink into this twist. And then engaging your bandha, bring the knees to center, lowering them the other way, turning head to the right, and just relax those shoulders and hips. Let go. And then engage your core, bring the legs up, and then set up for your Shavasana. Either legs extended long, mat width, arms by your side, palms facing up, or knees together, feet mat width, or Supta Baddha Konasana. See what your body wants to do today. Gently tuck the chin and relax. Deep, slow, even breaths. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, relax your shoulders. In, 2, 3, 4. And out to relax your face. In, 2, 3, 4. And out to relax everything. Breathing at your own pace, deep, slow, even breaths. Relax those shoulders. And very gently start turning your head to one side, back to center, to the other side, back to center, and start to move your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Slide the legs together, point the toes away from you. Inhale, arms up, and release them behind you. Interlace fingers. Push the palms away as you take a full body stretch. Really reach the arms high overhead, point the toes away. And then slowly, lovingly bring one knee into the chest, the other knee into the chest. On your next inhale, lift head and shoulders. Tap nose to knees, knees to nose. Release. Rolling onto your side and pressing up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Hands at heart center to the third eye. And namaste. Thank you for joining me.